How is your mom okay watching you wilt away? She's not. My mom lives with me. She knows that I'm fine.
I know she eats. She takes good care of herself.
Exactly. See? Exactly.
Happens to be skinny mini, but she does take
exactly.
Skinny
We're all different.
But she does take good care of herself.
Exactly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for clicking in. Today, I wanted to discuss Deb, Eugenia Cooneys' mom, and the possible reasons why she may or may not be the reason why Eugenia won't seek help. So, with that being said, let's begin. Let's start with the most common theory, is that Deb is money hungry. She just wants Eugenia to work around the clock so that she can have all the money. But I disagree, and here's why. It's been reported that Deb comes from great wealth. Her family is very wealthy. I don't think she's ever had to work a day in her life. And when Eugenia's grandmother passed away a few years back, it was reported that Deb inherited all the wealth. In my opinion, and just my opinion, Deb doesn't strike me as the type of person who's money hungry. She doesn't frivolously spend. We've seen a lot of shopping videos, and Deb's kind of like, maybe, okay, when Eugenia asks if she wants to buy things. So she just doesn't strike me as that type. Also, she doesn't dress flashy. She doesn't wear a lot of expensive jewelry. She just doesn't strike me as the type of person who really cares that much about money. You know, people that grow up with wealth aren't really worried about money. So I just don't buy that theory. Also, it should be noted that Eugenia Cooneys' father works in New York as a big time, I think, a stockbroker. And it's reported that he's very successful. So he brings in a lot of wealth too. So I think Eugenia has full control of her own money. I think that she spends it on her mom for sure, like with the trips to Disneyland and to go see Jeffrey, things like that. But I really don't think that Deb is holding a gun to her head to go live. I mean, you see her in her room, she's alone. You know Deb's in the house, but there's never been any indication that Deb's forcing Eugenia to make money. Next common theory that I hear a lot is Munchausen by proxy, but this is definitely not the case for Deb. Deb has came out several times saying that there is nothing wrong with Eugenia Cooney, and you also see it in the first clip that I posted, which is one of her most recent times that she stated that there is nothing wrong with her daughter. Now, if you look at Gypsy Rose, that's an example of Munchausen by proxy. Her mother claimed that she had all kinds of medical problems. These people get off on their child or person that they're caring for being sick. They want to keep them sick. They want to show everybody that they're sick. So they get all the praise for being such great caretakers. And in most cases, the people that they're caring for aren't sick at all. So this definitely is not the case. Now, the next theory isn't a common one, but I think it's worth consideration. Theory is that Eugenia suffered some type of childhood trauma, and now Deb thinks she's protecting her in the best way she can. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but I have, where somebody suffers some type of trauma, and the parents in the situation tend to coddle the person so that they don't feel like they get further damaged. No matter what, the child can do no wrong. In their eyes, they are fine, and the parent suffers some great guilt, and they just want the child to be protected and coddled from the world. Another example is a person who suffers from substance abuse. Usually there's somebody around them that is enabling them. And a lot of times that person that's enabling them has some sort of guilt. Maybe Deb has some sort of guilt for something that went on. And even though Deb may deep down agree that there is something wrong with Eugenia, maybe she just won't say anything because she doesn't want to upset Eugenia. Although, like I said, it's not a common theory, but I think it's one that's most probable. So the next theory is one that I hadn't really considered, but I read it in one of your comments. What if Deb's just become desensitized? What if Deb has actually made honest effort to get Eugenia help, but Eugenia just didn't want to get help. Maybe it caused fights. Maybe it caused rifts in the family. Maybe Deb just threw her hands up and decided that she's not going to deal with it anymore. She's just going to ignore it. As wrong as it is, it's highly possible that Deb just doesn't want to put forth the effort that it would take to get Eugenia into help. Okay, for the last theory, this isn't one that I've heard, but it's one that I've pondered on. So I'd like you to listen to this clip. I'll discuss more and let me know what you think.
They all do the same
So
thing.
maybe we should just see how we can do it.
Yeah.
Let's see what ingredients we need and what we need this one's s'mores brownie kit.
Oh, s'mores brownie kit. Okay.
And this one is fudge.
Fudge.
But it does a fudge cake.
Okay.
Again, the little thing right there, it says brownie mix.
So, am I crazy, or does Deb come off as not all mentally there? I mean, maybe it's their banter, maybe she's trying to be cute for the camera, but this isn't the first time that I've suspected that Deb may suffer with some mental issues. Although it hasn't come out as a fact, it has been widely speculated that Eugenia's older brother suffers with mental illnesses of his own. And mental illness has been proven to run in families. So it's highly possible that in Deb's brain, she honestly doesn't see anything wrong. She might honestly not comprehend that Eugenia has a serious problem, and she may honestly believe that Eugenia is just a skinny mini. Eugenia's friend Jacqueline had stated that she came to realize that Eugenia just didn't process things the way that normal people did, like she didn't understand situations. And that can be a sign of mental issues. I think it's highly possible that that family suffers with undiagnosed mental illnesses. Some of Jacqueline's friends, the ones who got her 5150'd and into a treatment program, the ones that she now calls haters, but in my opinion, these were her actual true friends. They've stated that Deb is the problem, but they never said why. I've looked and I can't find anything of them saying why, and it could be because Deb might come after them. Her friend Jacqueline has stated that Deb threatened them with legal action if they said anything on the matter about Eugenia. So it's understandable that they just don't want to come out and say anything and suffer consequences. Hopefully someday her friends will be able to come out and give the full reasons why Eugenia Cooney is the way she is, why Deb is the way she is, and what's actually going on. Maybe we can get some more insight. Maybe it might help somebody to understand the warning signs of somebody that might hold somebody back, whether it be malicious or unknowingly. It could possibly help somebody know what to do or not to do in order to get somebody help. Because the truth is, whatever Deb is doing or not doing is definitely not helping Eugenia. So, what do you think? Is there any theories that you know of that I didn't cover? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your comments, your opinions, your stories. I've learned so much from you guys already. Please keep them coming, whether you disagree with me or you agree. I love to hear from you. See you soon. Till next time. Bye for now.
Me, and I have stayed very silent for a long time for fear of her not getting treatment. It was communicated to me that if I ever talked about what actually happened, that there was a chance that as a result she'd be pulled out of treatment. So I never said anything because I was terrified.
Everyone knows that we care about her. We were discussed
so much
in this video as bullies and brought up as bad people, and we had probably the hardest time of our lives to help her. And you know, we knew that it was risking our friendship, to help her, and we had to lie to her.
I had nightmares covering all of the shit that is still there, I think, and could still be a problem. And there are still puppet strings right now being pulled. People just like holding a gun at me, like, and saying, if you say anything, this, and this could happen. I don't know what else to say. I think that's it.
We love you, Eugenia.